Hi, I'm Takai D-San, and welcome to the Takai D-San Show, where tonight our topic is talking about the Trayvon Martin case. Now we have some very special guests tonight by way of Skype, and I want to introduce my very first special coon. My very special guest. His name is Mr. Junior Lee Patterson. Mr. Patterson, how are you, sir?
I'm white. I'm mixed. I'm fine.
Next, we have Mr. Ray Sist Tudabone. Mr. Tudabone, how are you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, right there. You know how to make me feel good, little Timmy. There you go. You know. Well, at the present time, I got 14 molestation cases against me. Other than that, I guess I'm doing all right.
Next, we have Mr. Folk You. Mr. Folk You, how are you?
I good. And when you come into my store, you buy now. Or you no steal nothing. Or else, bang bang, like a Trayvon Mountain.
We have with us a Mr. Bob W.S. McKinney. How are you, Mr. McKinney?
Round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Oh. Fine. I'm doing great. I got a big house and an expensive car and an extremely big bank account. I'm good.
And next we have Mr. Bobby Townsend. Mr. Townsend, how are you?
Oh man, I'm good, my nigga. Other than these hookies started fucking with us, other than that, I'm good.
And last we have with us a Mrs. Hattie Mae Jones. How are you, Mrs. Jones?
I'm fine, baby. And you are too, with your sexy self. Mr. Takai, before we get started, can I say a little something right quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Mr. McKinney?
Yeah?
I is kind, I is smart, and I is important. And I love you.
Okay.
Okay, let's get started. George Zimmerman, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty, goddammit! But he is guilty of using the wrong choice of weapon. He should have used a rope. Oh, he definitely guilty, you know. But what he should have did, he should have ran his ass up on me. I think, Trayvon is guilty.
Well, what exactly is Trayvon guilty of?
He guilty of going to other store to buy candy instead of coming to my store to buy hair.
What do you think, Hattie?
Well, I tell you, his first mistake was he wasn't walking with Jesus. He was walking with Skittles.
First of all, that's not funny. Let's see, is Zimmerman guilty? Okay, let's see, Martin, unarmed. Zimmerman, armed. Martin, minding his own business. Zimmerman stalking Martin. Zimmerman alive. Martin dead. I would have to say that Zimmerman is not guilty.
Well, let me ask you this, Mr. McKinney. Let's say it's the same circumstances. The only difference is that it's your son. Then what?
Goddamn son of a bitch! That son of a bitch is guilty as hell, and he needs to be hanged. I'm suing his whole fucking family.
But of course, it wasn't your son. It was Trayvon Martin that got killed.
Yeah, well, like I said, the evidence shows that Zimmerman is innocent.
I agree with Mr. McKinney. That Trayvon was as guilty as Malcolm X. And Mr. Zimmerman was as innocent as David Duke. Now, Trayvon was found with marijuana in his book bag, and therefore he was a thug, and therefore, in my opinion, he deserved to be dead.
So since Trayvon smoked weed, he should be dead.
Shut up, nigga!
If Zimmerman would have killed Korean kid, we have what is called Korean Mafia. We would hang Zimmerman upside down and cut his nuts off. Only black people let people kill them and their children and get away with it. Well, I don't give a damn if he's guilty or not. He killed a nigger, and that's all that matters. White lives matter, black lives don't. White power!
Well, you know what the solution is. Trayvon, Zimmerman, and all of us people here tonight on this panel, we need to pray.
What do you say about Zimmerman killing Trayvon?
Trayvon should have prayed before he died.
Okay, so what about all the unarmed black people that's being killed by police and white folks?
They got to pray.
What about how to get more black people into my store to buy more hair?
Fuck you.
Yeah!
You got to pray, my little Korean baby.
Well, what about when I want to knock boots with my neighbor's sexy 9-year-old son and they want to try to arrest me?
You got to pray, little ugly ass man.
Fuck you! What? I'm not talking to you, you flat-faced son of a bitch!
Mr. Dekai, can I say something? Can I say something real quick?
Sure. Go ahead.
I like to say thank God for slavery. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here in this beautiful place with white people. I am not an African American. I do not have an Amerifro. I do not have an Afro. I have an Amerifro. am black as the ace of spades, but I am 100% American. I mean, 100% American. I have an American, not an Afro.
Man, you fucked up.
Shut up, nigga.
Well, you know, maybe one day us white people can get over our racism.
That's not true. That's not true. There is no such thing as racism.
Oh yeah, white people are very, very racist, and they are scared to death of black people.
That's not true. That's not true. Racism does not exist.
We need to pray racism away.
There is no racism to pray away.
Let me tell you something, you goddamn nigger. I am a racist, and us white folks hate your goddamn guts. We hate you, we mistreat you, and we kill you and your children simply because you're black.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. It's not that you racist. You just caught between a battle of good and evil. See, it's the evil black folks. It's them people that got you frustrated. And by the way, I love you.
This has to be the dumbest goddamn nigger I've ever saw. Man, what you mean racism don't exist? Look at all the black people that got killed by white folks. Now you crazy.
And now you know what? It's just amazing how racist you black people are.
Well, that's it for today's show, and I want to thank all my guests for being here today. And I want to ask everybody, what have we learned here today?
Well, that Zimmerman and our police officers are angels. The white folks ain't shit.
We learned that we gotta pray to Jesus.
That we must honor and love white people. We must honor them, never forsake and betray them, and that them black peoples is evil. Them thugs, meaning black people, they evil and they racist.
We learn that black people need to come to my store and buy another hat. I learned that when I sodomize these little boys and girls, I need to give them more candy. That way, they won't tell on me.
Well, that's it for tonight's show, folks. I want to thank everybody for being here, and tune in tomorrow when our guest will be Louis Farrakhan. And the topic of discussion will be how to get rid of white people.